And what got my drug of choice was opiates. And when I was about 20 or 21, just bought some pills in the parking lot from college. And the first time I did it, it was just made me feel better than anything else I ever had. And I just kind of took off with it. It was, my first thought was, this is how I want to feel all the time, every day. And I made it happen. So it took me completely downhill. I went to rehab the first time, 2013, and I had never shot or used needles or anything like that. You relapse, I was right back where I was within a week almost, and then I started using needles the second time after I relapsed. I went back to rehab, the same one, New Year's Eve of 2014 to 2015. And when I came out of there, the doctor over there told me I was going to be on Suboxone for the rest of my life. I stayed on it for 8 months, and I detoxed myself off of it by tapering down. Yeah, and Suboxone was harder to come off of than anything else ever that I've ever come off of. And I was able to stay sober for another 1.5 years. I was sober for just over 2 years that time, but it was absolutely miserable. It was white knuckling, as they say. And I was just not happy. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't know how to have any fun. I was still just totally stuck in addiction, basically, just without the substance being there. And it was only a matter of time before I relapsed. And of course, I relapsed right away, and it doesn't take long to get right back where you were. I was doing $400 or $500 worth of dope every day. I had been sick so much. I mean, every 8 hours, I felt like I was dying on the outside. I totally hit rock bottom this time, where there was no hope and no other option. And so we looked outside the box, and that's how we found this place. Like I said, I didn't know how to live. I didn't know how to be happy. I didn't know how to have fun. And so I needed more than just addiction treatment. I needed life treatment. There's a lot of rehab facilities that are nice and by the water and good weather and stuff like that. You can build a building anywhere, but the people that you fill it with are what make the difference here. Everywhere else we talk to, one of the first questions is, what kind of insurance do you have? She must have talked to Kat for 30 or 45 minutes, and it was all about me and my past and what I needed and what I was wanting to get out of it, and that's what sealed the deal. Here, you know, the first week you have neuro, and then the next 2 weeks you have spa, and it just gives you time to get where you need to be mentally so that you can absorb the information in classes. And by the time you get out of that, you'll be into it and you want to go. You don't just have to go. You want to get the most out of it you can because you start feeling better. It helped me be spiritually okay, which I've never been before. That's the most important thing I got out of this program, was my spirituality. I've never had it before, never, not even from a young age. I just always had too many questions, and wasn't able to trust myself. And for me, that's what being spiritually okay means to me, was that I can trust myself now. I can trust that inner voice and know that it's leading me the right way. It's kind of for me, it was, I guess, a little bit of a process. The realization of it was instant. Once you realize that you have it and you start trusting yourself, that's really that moment where things start to shift, or did for me. My mom doesn't drink. She's never had anything that made her feel better than she felt naturally. And I never understood that until now. Never understood that until now. It blew me away. She says I'm happier now, right this moment, than I've ever been in my entire life. And it's true. I look forward to everything now. You know, everything, I dreaded everything, even fun things, social gatherings and stuff. My anxiety would take over, and I would seclude and use and just stick to myself. And now I almost feel like I can do anything, you know. It's just so liberating. To be able to trust that inside voice. It's I can't even put it into words how good it makes me feel, just to know that, you know, I can do things and I can do it. You know, I have everything I need inside of me. People that think you can't have fun without a substance, I would tell them to come here, because you will have fun when you're here and you will be sober. And, you know, that was proof enough for me. And also getting involved afterwards. You know, I plan on going to 12-step meetings. I just do. It's just a good community for me. I like being around sober people. Yeah, it all connects back to the universal consciousness, the thing that we're all connected to, whatever you may want to call it. We are all connected to something, and when you stop numbing out with substances, you can really feel it. And then you have to trust yourself to know what you're feeling is right. And it's all about staying in the right vibration, hitting the right frequency with the universe for me. It really is simple. It's when you talk about it and all the things that come from it and all the insights you hear, it does sound complicated, but once you get it, you'll understand the simplicity of it, but then what comes out of it is everything. This place completely changed my life, and if I was talking to somebody on the outside, the best part about this place is I don't even know if drug addiction would come into the conversation because I'm so much more excited about the way it taught me how to live a better life and to be happy.